Hey there guys, welcome back. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome in, welcome in. We have been addressing the situation involving Cinder and the whole fiasco that Nanolist dropped, including that giant document and multiple other documents that have been going out throughout multiple Twitter posts. And Shylily is finally here to put her say on the situation. Yes, we have been waiting for this. We've been waiting for her to go on stream and finally talk about it. So here it is. Here's my reaction to the situation. If you're brand new to the channel, feel free to hang around, take a seat, grab some snackies, give yourself a drink, and let's get into this.
There's two things I genuinely wish to address, not because, you know, a lot of people were making it a big deal, but some people have brought it up in replies and stuff, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just explain. When everything went down, God, the Bao's cries are forever ringing in my head. That was...
Dude, that was...
so tough. I'm having a hard time being upset with anyone who still trusts and forgives her because, and I say this in all honesty, the reason it worked for so long is because her words are as sweet as butter, and chances are yours probably simply just as easily manipulated as everyone else.
That's the thing about Cinder's document. From an outside source, if you do not know anything about VTubing, anything about the situation, it might seem pretty okay. But once you see it for the first time and you start reading in between the lines, you can tell immediately where this is going. And Cinder is not a good human being whatsoever.
You read all of these things and you see nothing wrong with it, give it a few years. The only night that was difficult was the first night after dropping the first doc. It was 10 AM, I had to go to bed, and just being scared of what the heck a literal manipulator could possibly come up with overnight, and what a shit show you could possibly wake up to. It's literally just hearsay, the entire apology. And worst of all, throughout this whole hearsay,
Hug Bao. I love how everyone's spamming that.
Of bullshit. If yesterday was the first time you saw me crash out, which I'm pretty sure that is for every single person.
It's so real though.
In this community.
I mean, you're completely justified to do that.
Make me more vulnerable to demonic possession. I highly suggest you check it out yourself. Everything that is publicly available is through receipts. Needlessly to say, more stuff has happened, but most of these things don't
Tell me
have
more.
Receipts. Or the receipts have personal, private stuff attached to it that you just can't share. Some of the stuff we might talk about today is hearsay because that's just my own experience that happened in person. It's my word against whoever else wants to challenge it, and that's okay. The next couple.
But I mean, also using your own words is a big thing, because if you have basis and you've built your entire channel around being authentic and everything you say being true, your words hold a lot more weight than someone who needs to show proof, needs to explain themselves. So go right ahead. I mean, right ahead it's all good.
Expressing a disappointment. It is typical narcissistic manipulation fashion. Like this whole document. Like I said, if you don't see it that way, I don't blame you. Chances are you're too young and naive. You're just as gullible and easy to manipulate. If you don't see it, I fully get it. I don't support it. I hope you'll eventually see it. It's typical. I take accountability for nothing. I shove the blame over to my
Yup. Agreed. Thank you, Shylily.
I'm sorry you feel this way. Like, come on. It's just business fashion when a company
it's just business.
Guess what?
Yeah.
The company has to take actions.
It's just business. Absolute business cinema.
For the employee. It's just business.
It's just business.
You do what you want to do.
This is so stupid, bro.
You cope with this, that's also okay. You don't have to atone for someone's sins and feel bad about the good times you've had. Whether they were fake or not doesn't matter. You had a good time. Again, if you cope by burning your merch, I am judging. You cope the way you want to cope. I cope
burning the merch. We should all sort of like a bonfire in the back.
But if you have it in you and you can cope with it, try and donate everything you've got. Any shirts, sweaters,
right on.
figurines.
Leave it to Shylily to be eco-friendly.
Just donate it. I'm strongly.
She's trying to save the other whales. Yeah, she's trying to save the other whales.
I'm not very
All the other orcas.
chronically online either.
She's like, no
I
more
often wake
trash
up,
in
go
ocean.
Stream, go game, go bed. The thing with the no drama rule is, every time you have rules like this, there is a line that cannot be crossed. Because once that line is crossed, it's fair game. It's all fair game.
Oh,
And
yeah,
based on
completely.
people's reaction, I don't think anyone blames me for getting involved and speaking up and
Speak
strongly
up.
speaking about it.
We
Once
want to
a
hear.
certain line is crossed, it's fair fucking game. I don't give a shit what kind of rules or morals
Damn,
I've
she's
got. It's
really
fair
putting
fucking
on the
game.
gloves,
Man,
bro.
I do wish, I'm living at the goddamn ass crack of the world compared to all my friends. I really wish I could just have a short little flight over and be like, man, I'm sorry, 𝒂𝒏𝒅. Everyone is so sad. I don't want to make it sound like only Bao is sad, but Bao got stabbed real bad. Let me just address two things, because I know most people are caught up. Then I'll get you a TLDR. I know it hasn't been getting any traction whatsoever, but I've seen some, let's call them valid calls, where people go, if Lily knew all this, why didn't she speak up sooner? I'm not a fucking bitch. Everyone who's had a long-lasting, healthy friendship knows that sometimes you lash out. I'm not gonna fucking cancel my fucking friends just because they called me a bitch, or in the heat of the moment and in great panic they threw me under the bus once. Sometimes when you're backed in the corner, scraping the bottom of the barrel, you cope by lashing out. You deflect. I'm not saying it's good.
Bro said I parry I parry IRL, bro.
A fucking ducky out there just because I've been mildly done wrong once.
Bro said negate.
The actual starting point, the dominoes fell when one thing leaked. One singular thing.
Damn. You Shylily, not Shylily out here giving free passes away. That's crazy. How do you manage to get away with multiple free passes and still fuck up? That's crazy.
Being slandered, throwing all kinds of accusations around to Nano, making me seem problematic. They were saying I
base chat
dodged collabs with them. Collabs that had like 7 fucking other people in there. Collabs I was thrown into in a big ass group chat and simply said, sorry, can't do. Because I have something that day. One of them was a dentist thing. The day after the dentist, I just simply didn't fucking want to. And the other one, yeah, I dodged. Yeah, I did. Because at that one, I already knew. The one person that is the reason for me dodging is the one concerned as to why I'm dodging. What about the 6 other people who were just looking at me dodging and going, oh, okay, she's busy. It's kind of weird that the only person that has a reason to be weary was actually weary. It's called projection. Because she fucking knew. Anyways, I was accused of not acknowledging her when she rates. Oh, sorry. You know when Buff rated me earlier?
Absolute business cinema.
Buff Pop of Twitch.tv, thank you so much for your rate and bringing your community from Buff Pop.
Buff Pop. They did that for a reason, by the way. They did that for a reason.
When she rated, she is sent a fucking stage. I am pausing my sponsor to talk to her. I'm having a normal ass reaction to a raid, like I have with everyone. Gotta get the full government.
Nah, she's setting you up, bro. She's setting you up.
Don't feel graced. Like, damn, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, them saying I've been weird ever since V-Card, which also isn't true. We've literally done a collab ever since. We've talked ever since. I contacted her for a technical issue that you guys said she also had ever since. Just a bunch of stuff that makes me sound weird and competitive when, again, reflecting. That one deflect started it all, and I was like, that's fucked up. And
nah,
I
it is really fucked up.
It's not true. Somehow, before Nano worked on my 3.0 model, that wasn't a problem. Everyone who is in contact with me, anyone who is close, even my viewers, everyone knows I suck at Discord. And she knows that too, because it happened last year as well. It's why we have a group chat with her and 𝒂𝒏𝒅 and me. So she wants to plan something, she knows where to go, and she has used it in the past, recently. So anyways, yes, I am guilty of dodging a collab, because I simply didn't fucking feel like it. And yes, I am guilty.
I mean, you don't have to do things you don't want to do. And you can just say like, hey, I don't want to do it. But there's a difference between canceling on purpose just to avoid people and screw people over, than canceling just because you're not in the mood and you lost interest in feeling and doing it.
Of ghosting 2 messages where she asked for a collab, which, by the way, she also only does when there is something business related. AFK drop, 𝒂𝒏𝒅 drop, any event, any debut, any announcement, any merch. Then I'm important. Long story short, that was the one message that got everything rolling, because I explained how that's weird, that's cringe and manipulative. If she has a problem, why not come to me? And boy, that's where it started.
Bro, the thing about collabs is supposed to be fun. Like, they're really, it's not like, I mean, collabs can be very lucrative and very thrilling to get new viewers and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you're doing it to have fun. Like, why take all the fun out of that when you just want to get more analytics? Like, it makes no sense to me why you get into the creation space to straightly do it for money. It don't make no sense.
Where poor Nano realized that there is more such incidents. She has critical thinking, and she's like, if this is weird, are the others?
It's like she's trying. It's like Cinder was trying to be Iron Mouse, the center of the stage, like biggest VTuber in the world. Like, everyone eyes on her, but she just never got it. Like, she was getting there if she would have just been a good human being, but like, she had to go and do this.
Also weird, the ones where she literally on the screenshots says she feels bad for doing all these things she's being asked to do. And obviously, me being a friend, I talked to Nano and I was like, Nano, I'm gonna be honest, some of the stuff you have here is heartbreaking. I'm thankful for you showing this to me, but I highly encourage you to share this with the people affected, especially 𝒂𝒏, but because, you know, that one nasty one where she sabotages 𝒂𝒏. And Nano, the fucking 𝒂𝒏𝒅 she is, agreed a few days later because 𝒂𝒏 had surgery, so it took a while. We went in a group chat. Can you imagine that 𝒂𝒏𝒅 fucking whale comes out of surgery and has to deal with this? That group chat we used to expose everything, not just, you know, from Nano's messages and having to deal with her manipulation, but we also came to realize that everything that happened to
having to watch 𝒂𝒏𝒅 has been one of the saddest things I've ever had to witness in the creation space. Like, how do you push someone that far to the point on stream that they just can't contain it? Like, how? Dude, talk about some fake ass friends, bro.
Those weren't isolated incidences. It was a year-long pattern. Everything connected. It was a pattern that consisted over years. And respect to my friends, we all decided after all of the receipts and obviously being very emotionally unstable to sleep over it for a night. Give it one night. Let's sleep over it. The next day, once everyone was awake and had time to deal with their emotions, we all still knew this has to happen. This isn't just to expose what she's done to us. This is to expose the fact that she is doing these things. Complete speculation. But if that's the stuff that happens in this circle, what else could happen? Again, speculation, but we were like, we would feel terrible knowing that she conducts business throughout the next couple years, hurting more people like this. Turns out it was just a bit bigger than our group, and we all knew she was gonna throw her manager under the bus. When you look at the screenshots and you know her and you see the manipulation, the first fucking thing you know is she'll throw her manager under the bus. Everything went live, and you know what she's done? The first thing they both did, they messaged Nano, going, Nano, please. You know what that absolute fucking 𝒂𝒏𝒅 did? Blocked. We knew
what? No way. You're kidding. Really? After that, this is what I said in the other post. She had no balls to actually go to them and say sorry in DMs. Blocked is crazy. Crazy work.
Whatever. We've said our piece. There's no reason to continue to dogpile onto it. But then, the next evening, the quote-unquote apology dropped. But it wasn't even an apology. It was...
It wasn't!
I'm sorry you feel this way. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry you got caught in this. I'm sorry I was manipulated into hurting you. Fuck of an apology, bro. And one thing that struck me specifically is when she
shitty ass apology, bro.
I am going to be super petty. Not even a section for myself.
Yeah, you go, Shylily.
Is so upset for me not naming her full fucking government Twitch.tv name. For someone to just put me in a document as Lily when previously referring to me as the other gamer subs owner. I don't even get a section for myself with my name properly fucking written. Come on, don't be such a hypocrite.
That's crazy.
Be upset at that shit and then put me there.
That's no way, bro.
Like, I'm so sorry,
Someone said cooker damn.
Because no knowledge, my ass. A lot of what we know is hearsay. Because
okay,
spend time together. Vacation, travel, blah, blah, blah. A lot of the stuff that we posted about is only stuff we have hard-coded receipts for.
By the way, for anyone who's wondering why I don't have a reaction to Bao crying, it's because I don't want to expose someone who is very vulnerable at a very crucial time in her life and was dealing with something very hard. I think that's really screwed up. There's only certain moments you should go over things, and just out of respect for my content creation, respect for the channel, I will not be reacting to Bao in that situation. Instead, I will be covering around it. I do know everything about Bao, so given that, Bao, I hope you feel so much better. I hope you feel a lot more freer and that things from now on are a lot brighter. And I'm sorry that you had to deal with this as who is supposed to be one of your friends.
But there is also more receipts, verifiable receipts that weren't added to the doc because either there are smaller things that just only really become a problem when added up, or they were a little too private to be shared. For her to claim she has no knowledge when I know for a fact she does, but I have no proof other than hearsay, it reminded me of that one fact, the one receipt we do have though, where she herself personally throws me under the bus, and I made sure to quote her own words because again, that screenshot isn't public. She'll know what we're talking about, and the fact that she only took accountability for stuff that's been published and not the stuff.
The thing is, she didn't even show any of her own receipts, and that's the biggest thing, is that what we're really waiting for is for the high, like, just open up Pandora's box, open it up, because we're waiting. We know, but she knows that if she does, she's fucked.
It's kept hidden. So that's enough for me. To have her use me.
I said this before. I think that Cinder will still be able to survive, but she will lose every single bit of credibility throughout everything she does. Collabs, sponsorships, everything. It's screwed into the ground.
Part of an excuse as to why she had to let her friend down, that very same friend that spent months of prep, hard work and effort and received a million empty promises, just because a couple days before that she wanted to reschedule a V-Card collab to, you know, make a nice big boom as a collab and sell a bunch of
You want to know the funny thing? It's like that she was going for little bits of pocket money, like, oh, let me get this bag here, let me get that bag here. When if you would have been a good friend, you would have blew up like 10 times more, because being a good friend with other streamers puts you in the algorithm more. If you're just a good friend, if you're involved, if you're communicative, if you're funny and you have fun, it puts you in the algorithm. But it's like she was like going collab, merch, things like that, promos, all those little money things that are supposed to enhance the experience, not be the experience. And it's crazy that you even had to deal with that, because personally, I could not stand around someone who only cared about making the bag. And like, even when I'm making this, I care more about making sure we bring light to the entire situation, because people like this, they don't deserve this. They don't.
Boxes to make some bag. Imagine. For a fucking collab. Could have had the collab any other day too. Could have been a day or two earlier. Could have been a day or two later. She rescheduled that collab to be on that date. She put it there on that date. People saying, why didn't you handle this private? We did once. And she's only deflecting and pretending to be apologetic when put on the spot. No proper apology from her before the crash out. None. She's only sorry when she...
How about this? How about you get into a Discord call with all of them? Why not? If you really, if she really cared so much, if Cinder really was that apologetic, how about she gets into the call and we break this down all the way? Why not? because she knows she can't back it up. And that's the truth.
Because she knows fucking with that friend that she fucked with will mean the end of her career. Because if you're not good standing with that person, you're not good standing with like probably 80% of the indies that matter to her. She wasn't sorry because she fucked over her friend's opportunity.
Nope.
On a day that she said she'll be there. She was sorry she was caught in true narcissistic, selfish, egoistic fashion. Like, you ever do a collab again? What, with her? Fuck no, of course not. With others, of course. With my friends, of course. Obviously.
Yes.
Oh, let me just platform that very same person that tried to deplatform me and all of my friends that helped her get there to begin with. Let me just continue to platform that one person that tried to backstab us when begging to be in our positions. Throwing me and game ourselves under the bus to save her ass? Fuck no. Oh, the pressure I feel. What pressure? The pressure you begged for? The pressure you told them you wanted to have? The responsibility you asked for? Where you wanted to be alongside me? Fuck no. You want a good apology for when you fuck up?
Damn,
you
she's
ever
cooking.
need an apology
She's
for when
cooking.
you actually fuck up?
Show him,
When you are a
Shylily.
bad bitch? Just say, I'm fucking sorry I acted this way. My greed has caused a lot of damage.
I said this
Greed
before.
that got to me.
Yup.
Growing too fast.
Yup,
Being
cook.
too filthy rich.
Cook,
by riding
Shylily.
on my friends' backs.
Cook.
Instead of seeing how grateful I was supposed
Yes.
to be for it, I saw nothing. I saw him as nothing but an asset.
Yup.
I've been truly blinded.
Yes.
By how
Absolutely.
absolutely malicious, vile, and toxic I've treated them behind the scenes. Pretending to be a friend while separating business and sabotaging them.
Right now, it's Cinder on the floor and Shylily just bop, 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 bop. Throat slam.
I can never repair the damage I've caused. And I see now clearly what it truly means to lose everything that you were supposed to be grateful for.
Yup.
I'll take some time away and hope to better myself. I'll never be able to repair what I've broken. But I can try and come forward and be a better person in hopes
W
to have learned
Shylily.
from this
W
absolutely
Shylily.
awful thing that I've done to my most closest and most supportest loving friends that are the sole reason I have this platform to begin with. Boom. Just owe up to it. Take some accountability. Just be like, yeah, I've been a dick.
Bro, no, that's crazy. Let's back that up.
Boom. Just owe up to it. Take some accountability. Just be like, yeah, I've been a dick.
Yeah, that's
Fucking
crazy.
Yeah, I've been blinded. So blinded by my success and money and greed for even more. The greed was unbearable. Yes, I'm terrible. Of course I wouldn't fucking believe her. What the fuck? Manipulator. But it's the only way to set things right and to maybe not be a fucking liar.
The reason for apology is not to get the PR back or to get stuff like that. It's meant to, hey, you fucked up and now you must deal with the consequences. And you either deal with it like a human being in a proper way and own up and say, yeah, I did this. I'm sorry. Sorry for everyone affected. Sorry for everything I did. I am one of the worst human beings on the planet. And I wish something about me would have changed. But instead, no, you can't even go out like a good human being. You have to go out being the same piece of shit you've been for the past couple years. And it sucks to see.
Stuck for like the next half a year. Subscribe for business.
W Shylily posts. If you guys haven't subscribed to her, go ahead, because she might as well go ahead and hit 1 million, because it looks like Cinder's gonna be losing half of her fan base. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe, and we'll keep you updated on anything new involving this industry, including Cinder or anything going on with the situations. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and see you guys on the next one. Peace out. W Shylily post. This was an absolute amazing video addressing the situation properly as it should have been. I feel very sorry for everyone who's involved with this, and hopefully going forward we can stop people from getting up in the chain too far enough to that you can start treating people like this. Hopefully Bao feels better. I see the video in the back. I'm not going to click on it. I just want to say that we're coming close to the end of this entire situation involving Cinder. And for everyone, if there's one big takeaway, is to cherish your friends, cherish the people around you, and make sure if you're a content creator that you're out there protecting the people who matter the most, including artists and other creators, because it's a pretty dark world around there. And the last thing we want is more people like Cinder in the space. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.